Well, my name is Leah Henry. I am a multimedia producer and on-air talent. And that's what I do. And I started in college, I guess. I don't even know, college, when I went to Howard University. And I would say I really got serious about media when I was on the student-run news organization.
And actually, quick question, were you born in the DMV area?
No, I was actually born in Austin, Texas, and then I went to Howard, and then I got a job here, and I never left the DMV.
Did you ever feel that you had to prove yourself to, friends and family growing up? Like, gender-wise, did you ever have to prove your strength or intelligence? Did you ever feel like you had to prove yourself?
No, I don't ever necessarily think that like gender played an extreme role for me because I feel like the intersectionality of being a Black woman and then also being a plus size Black woman played like an inclusive role in all of it, right? So like I can't think of an opportunity where it was like you're a girl, so no. But I can think of like situations where it was like you're a Black girl, no, or you're a fat Black girl, no. So when I think of like specifically gender, no, but I think the like intersectionality of like all the things that make up who I am, I've definitely experienced that throughout my life. But I mean, honestly, what Black woman can't say we've missed opportunities or we haven't had the opportunity to do things because of our skin and our gender?
What is something that you do admire about women in a general aspect?
I don't know. I love being a woman. I think it's lit. I love being a Black woman, especially. It's super lit. So I don't, obviously I can't choose to be anything else, but I don't know. I love being a woman and I can't really explain what it is, but I just genuinely enjoy who I am. And I think the essence of that is being a woman. So
And so if you could go on brunch with two influential women or girls, who would be your pick?
Oprah Winfrey, that's my mom in my head. Who else? Who would be the other person? Because Oprah's like a no-brainer. I probably want to go with Queen Latifah because I love Queen Latifah and like there's so much I want to learn from her and talk to her about. With the role she took being a plus size actress at the time and rapper, and there's just a lot that I feel like hearing her story would encourage me. So Oprah, Queen Latifah.
And I know that you do have a great love for Oprah. I saw it in your Instagram bio that you're her illegitimate daughter. So, where, where did you find your love for Oprah? Like, where did it come from? And, what is it that you admire about her so much?
I mean, I think Oprah's just the blueprint. Like, I mean, Oprah, when we think of talk shows, there is nobody who would not name Oprah Winfrey as having one of the most influential and I mean, her talk show just literally took over everything. And one thing I admired so much about Oprah specifically was that like her show had no bounds as far as race, gender, age. Like there was 40-year-old white men who watched Oprah, and there was 20-year-old women, white women who watched Oprah, and then 30-year-old Black women, and Hispanic. Like Oprah had a cult-like following. And when I think of the type of TV show that I want to have one day, I want my show to cross boundaries and genders and race and stereotypes and roles, because I just think that we haven't had a show like that. I don't think there's any show that is currently here that would resemble like what Oprah did. So one, she's a blueprint, but two, I'm standing on her shoulders. Again, a plus size Black woman on a talk show had never been done before her, and on a national level. And Oprah literally bought and invested in her own show. Like she made sure that she was represented. And so when I just think about like why she's so successful, why she's so rich, why she did so many things, I mean, she's just the blueprint. I absolutely am inspired by her and hope that one day I can have a show that is partially similar to the success of the Oprah Winfrey Show. So yeah.
What is something that you want to be recognized for, and some things you'd like to achieve before you transition off of the earth?
When I leave this earth, like, I just hope that I'm creating an impact that'll last generationally, and that, when I'm no longer here, what I've done for other people and the blessings that I've had have translated to helping people that, my great-great-grandkids might know, that I might never meet. Impact has just been kind of a word that I feel like God has placed in my spirit, especially this year. But moving forward, I just want to have impact, and I want to be impactful and bless others like I've been blessed. So, yeah.
And so what is something that you love most about yourself?
What do I love about me? I don't know. I think my resilience. I think that, I've I've been through a lot of adversity in my life, and I've been able to push past it even when I didn't think I could. So I think, just being able to constantly pick myself up again and start over, or continue, or press forward. I think those are qualities about myself that are admirable, but I also like my personality. I like that I can make myself laugh and have a good time by myself. So, yeah.
I know that's right. All right. And so what is your end goal? What is your end goal with your career? I know that you are a journalist, you are into media. I've seen you do interviews. I love your personality. It's always conversational. So what is your end goal with journalism? And, what are some other aspirations that you have an end goal for?
Well, I want to be a talk show host. That is the ultimate goal. I want to have a talk show, my own talk show, not a talk show, my own talk show. And I kind of want to go back eventually to Howard and teach students and kind of fill in the gap. I had a journalism professor who went out into the world of media and then came back to Howard. And I think that was a very pivotal thing for me, learning to watch like my professor who had been so successful and then came back home. So I'm hoping maybe at the end of my career to go back to Howard and give back to the school that gave so much to me. But that's a long way from now. So in the meantime, the talk show is probably my main big goal, though.
And so in the next, let's say, 3 or 4 years, where do you see yourself and your career, yourself as an individual and your career? I know a few years back, if someone said, where do you see yourself in the next few years, no one would say in the middle of a pandemic, but,
Right.
Where do you see yourself and hope to see yourself in the near future?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Like, I feel like God continues to blow my mind with opportunities, with interviews, with stuff that like I never saw coming. Like, literally, if you would have told me at the end of last year that I was going to interview or even talk to Wendy Williams in a freaking semi-second of an interview, I would have told you you're lying. So again, I know that God like continues to do things that my mind can't comprehend. So I don't know. I put no limit on what God can do, and I'm just like open and excited and scared and nervous, but hopeful that, this purpose that God has placed on the inside of me is really what's going to transfer to the next few years of my life. So I don't really have an answer. I just hope I'm doing entertainment. I hope I got my own show somewhere, my own radio show, and I'm thriving. That's what I pray.
And so if you could rewind the clock and go back in time to, yourself before you stepped into the industry, what are some words of advice you would want to give yourself right before you stepped into the industry?
What do I tell myself? I mean, I don't even think like that. Dang. I, even before I really got into media, I had just had so much going on with my life, personal things with family, and just trying to figure out where Leah was and what that meant. And I think that being so driven with my goals created an escape, and it still does sometimes, for everything that I was going through. So I guess I would just say, hold on. Like, there are better days ahead. There are more days with BS in it too, but the calling is on your life, and the purpose is keeping you up at night because it's real.